Welcome to the home of the Penn State Nittany Lions, Beaver Stadium in State College, Pennsylvania. As we'll see, the Judicials taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Judicials will kick it away to start us off. Let's see what he can do with the return. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. So Penn State's offense will go to work first. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he could hurt you.
He's at the 40, the 20. Touchdown, Penn State! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Judicials offense will go to work for the first time. They are going to be greeted rather rudely, I guess, by a group of defensive linemen that wreak havoc and hunt down quarterbacks, Jesse.
And they wreck games. They take away everything you do offensively. So it's a huge challenge in this one, David, for this offensive coordinator to try to call plays and find ways to get the football away from these big fellas up front because they take games over.
And get the ball out quick. Like when you've got a defensive line that can penetrate, they can get TFLs, get sacks. It's going to be on this offensive line to buy a little bit of time, but also the ball to come out quick, win in the secondary right now.
Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield.
I think moving forward on third down, this offense is going to have to be a little bit more aggressive and try to throw it vertically. Start throwing the ball around the line of scrimmage against these guys. They've got way too much speed, and you saw it right there.
Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Back to the ground game on the left. That keeps the running game churning. Pick up a 5 to the 23.
And after a successful run like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot because even if it's incomplete now on second, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on third.
He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. Lining up from the 34 on first down. Out of the gun, the inside give. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Throws into the middle of the field. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. He'll take another shot here. Makes the grab.
And you can see the defensive coordinator so upset after that play because everybody on his side is thinking it's going to be a run on 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the 50, but you need guys...
Into the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
And it's a really nice play call that time by the offensive coordinator because you just had an explosive run getting you down close to the goal line. I think everybody on defense was expecting them to just turn around and hand it off again. Not the case. Now you go pass. Really nice catching the defense off guard, and they get the touchdown. Bang, bang, 2 plays, 6 points on the board.
They'll go back to work on offense. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. This is a designed run. Runs out of space. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. First down here for the offense. Handoff to the fullback. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Back up now. Here's second and long. Wants to go up top. Pocket breaking down. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
Well, you're seeing a complete effort right now by this football team. Their offense has been doing their part, scoring points. They've got a big lead, and the defense right now is just shutting the opponent.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. The Judicials send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Oh, they're after him. What a complete disaster. What a terrible decision to run that far backwards and take the safety.
Well, the defense could smell blood in the water in that situation.
Oh, it's loose. Racing down the left side. Touchdown, Penn State. And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching him. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. The best way this offense can say thanks for that 2 spot is by following it up with a score of their own, David.
Really fun when your defense does that, when they get you back to football, and they score some points, Palmer. Put those points up on the board. You usually brag about it, especially defensively. We got more points than you, but good opportunity for this offense to get more.
Yeah, it's you scratch my back, I scratch yours kind of thing right now. I'll tell you, if this offense is able to go down the field and put up a touchdown, this could be a potentially 9 to 10 point swing based on your defense getting you that safety. You've got great field position now. You've got to take advantage.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And here's a fumble way behind the line. And the defense got it. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. Leaves it with the back. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. Scanning the field, it's Aller. Finds his man, it's Ross. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. Drew Aller feels as if he has unfinished business at Penn State. Tyler Warren is gone, but Aller still with a plethora of weapons at his disposal, and maybe, David, giving him a path to redemption in the college football playoff.
Yeah, and when we saw him finish, it wasn't the best, right? He made the big turnover. They had a chance to go to the national title game, but Penn State took some next steps, and he took some next steps. So if the talent in this offense, another year with Colton Ecke, the running backs back, like this offense could really take that next step.
Throws to the wideout. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Quickly out to the tight end. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down. Offense bringing in the big boys. Heavy personnel. Give to the back. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. First play of the period will be a second down. He'll run it again. Plows through the defense. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be
under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. And the Judicials will punt this one away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He looks it in and makes the fair catch, and they'll have it at the 32. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Allard. Throws to the tight end. Got his man downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Get a big play like that last one, you flip the field, you change the momentum. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 38. Gets it past the marker. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. The Nittany Lions, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on second down. They go to the ground. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defense.
And he pumps it up inside the 20. Kicking team's got it.
Very rarely do you have a play on defense where you've got 30 yards head of steam built up to come make a collision. On kickoff and kickoff return, you do. And a lot of times you...
Touchdown, Penn State! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the time. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. On the option. Now the toss. At the 35, he's got room. He's loose on the right. There he goes. Inside. Touchdown, Judicials. Excellent path by the back on the option.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been...
It's a seam wide open. Out of bounds at the 27-yard line, and this offense needed a play like that. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Looking to throw, it's Aller. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Unloads it downfield. He's got it inside the 15. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Now on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
Well, this offense has been physical. They came out in this game with a lot of pride and the ability up front and the belief that they can block people and get it done. They are dominating this defense. 3 rushing touchdowns now in the game.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Yes, that's one way to ensure there's no return as the kickoff goes out of bounds.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
Don't know if the defense will appreciate having to defend a short field from the start after that penalty.
Let's go.
Gets the back moving. He'll ride his man on the option. He'll toss it. Fighting off the defender. Turning on the Jets. Wide open spaces. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Judicials. Great job by the back on the option.
That's why I love this offense running this option play, because if this running back gets the ball on the perimeter in space, he is so deadly and he's lethal. And he showed you right there. This guy's got a lot of tools.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the Big Ten. Purdue is getting whooped today, and at some point this comes down to preparation. Are you prepared to play? Clearly the answer today is a big fat no. They're trailing by 14 to USC. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. How about that effort to get it out across the 20? They'll mark it at the 21. It's a 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Dropping back, it's Aller. He fires one deep down the right side. Oh, he's got some space. He's at the 10, and he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Pulls it and goes right on the read option. Picks up the 1st down. And he got enough for the 1st down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Using his legs, it's O'Neal. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Ready to fire from the pistol. They want to run this quarterback. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. He'll throw on third down. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. They punt it away on fourth down. He looks it in and makes the fair catch, and they'll have it at the 32. They're going to run it to the right. Hard running there. Got the first down. Looking for more. Turning it on. A massive pickup on that one, and they're in business at the 21.
And right there you see the key to this football team's success. Not just offensively, they rip off explosive plays. That's why they've been winning games here as of late. They can get chunks at a time.
He's loose. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. Thanks to grab. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Offside, defense.
Yeah, and you see some people get upset with offsides in the defense. I call it the cost of doing business. It's just part of being great off the football. Sometimes you'll guess, and sometimes you'll be wrong. The first one is always on me, Coach, and then the second.
And it's a touchdown. It is also a play in which there is a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. And he makes the extra point. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. We got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Catch in the middle, it's Schwartz. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Hey, quarterback dropping back, understanding. I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
They'll try to run for it. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. The defense uses their second timeout and a half as they try to get their act together. The Judicials will punt it away on fourth down. Wouldn't call it a shank, but I don't think he'll include it on his greatest hits. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. So now it's second and long. From the gun, the running back has it. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
There's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
He's open on the right. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
Bought a little time, lets it go. Got it in the middle, it's Singleton. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score. Wants to throw, it's Allard. Looking to the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, after seeing that, sign me up for another 2 quarters there in Happy Valley. And if you thought that was a quick first half, you'd be right on the money. 2 workhorse running backs who just kept pounding the rock behind offensive lines who look less like college kids and more like bulldozers. Call it ground and pound, call it pin and pummel. Both sides have been dominant, and I'm curious to see if either defense can make an adjustment. With that said, let's send it back to the guys in State College, PA.
The Nittany Lions will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Breaks the tackle. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Here comes the heat. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Man, I think this quarterback needs to take his offensive line out for dinners more often because they're not protecting him. And sometimes it doesn't even look like they're trying. That now the 6th sack of the game for this defense.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. And the Judicials line up to punt it away. Man, these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Hand off from the shotgun. Solid run, picks up 6 and gets it to the 28. The Nittany Lions with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The inside handoff. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. You got to think they'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Fights off a defender. Powers through. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. And the Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. On the move. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the 1st down. The Nittany Lions are rolling down the field. Out of the gun, the give to the back. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. After the good pickup on 1st down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. Looking for space, it's Singleton. And he was able to run through a tackle. They finally get him, but not until he picks up the 1st down. The Nittany Lions kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. He's run out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the 26. Now on 2nd down. To the ground with the back. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. The Nittany Lions pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Right back to the well. Jukes his way for more. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Lets it fly. And it's caught. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to... Touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing in defensive because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in the game.
He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. On the option. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Now facing a 3rd and long. This quarterback part of their running game. He did not make it a stonewall on 3rd down. The Judicials will bring the punt team onto the field. Well, what that punt lacked in height, it made up for by being short. He gets a block. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Rides the back and leaves it on the option.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Nittany Lions in a good spot here with 2nd and short. He's out of bounds at the 26-yard line.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11.
Get set, get set.
Motion from the wideout. Here's the handoff. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. We've reached the break, and Penn State is on top. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. This defense makes a play, stopping him well short, and it'll be 4th down from the 24. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. Did he call bank on that one? Off the left upright and good. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll go to the ground. He breaks a tackle. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Man, oh man, and it's a play like that, a tackle by the linebacker that just galvanizes and energizes your entire team. I mean, the sideline even, David, they were going crazy after that hit.
Everybody goes nuts. And listen, when you have a linebacker that plays physical and downhill like that with bad intentions, that's usually a good starting point for a great defense.
Punt is on its way. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield, pick up 10 and the first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Defense holds their ground. Pickup of a yard. It's at the 26. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Now the play fake. Finds his tight end. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity, because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The give is to Smith. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. He got it! And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2. And the Nittany Lions line it up with a 1st and goal. Trying to barge their way in. Touchdown, Penn State! And they take it in for 6 more points. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conservative, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll leave it with him. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
Goodness gracious, if you blinked, you missed it. Horrible blocking up front. Defender gets in there so fast.
Did he line up in the backfield? And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Power football with the run. Picks up just a few before he's brought down, not really willing to take a risk there on 3rd and long. And the Judicials will send out the punt unit. And after that punt, that's where they'll mark it. It'll be just inside the 35-yard line. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. Finally stopped at the 46 after a 15-yard gain. The officials stopped the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38, and it'll be 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, running back gets to give. Got enough for the 1st, and he's still going. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
How about that for efficiency if you're on this offense right now? 3 plays, 3 first downs. They get that one running the football. Great vision and open field running ability. Everything they're doing right now is working. This play caller is in a rhythm.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Really nice job by the defense playing responsibility football, making sure the quarterback couldn't make any of his reads, making sure the picture is not clear, getting downhill, getting the quarterback on the ground.
Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intent.